Let's see. Let's see. Streaming. Yep, that's working. Well, it's probably been. Will anyone be here at this time? Yes, people will be here at this time. It's an unusual time, that's why. Makash stream, no way. I know. I stream at like 4. How unique? How different? How unique? Oh, okay. Thank you, thank you, hypixel. Very cool. Great. Thank you, hypixel. That was nice. That is what I wanted after all. I did want to just like immediately disconnect. That was that was required. Schultz server Discord ping came in clutch. Exactly. You never know when it'll happen. When the next Makash stream will appear out of nowhere. Like boom, there'll just be a Makash stream. Hold on a second. First of all, okay, I am back. Uh, so yeah, off to the Rift I go. You're regularly okay, not scheduled. I can't even say that. I can't say regularly scheduled. There's no way I can say those words with this with the current things. There is no scheduled about this. But there is rift mining. That is what you're getting, lads. You are getting rift mining, and that's pretty cool. It's interesting for me though, um, because I've got a new monitor. Now I don't know whether that was here like last stream. I can't remember. Actually, no, it wasn't. It wasn't. Um, like pretty recently, my monitor broke. Like my main, because I got 2 monitors. My main monitor broke, so I had to get a new one. And I'm pretty sure it's like an upgrade over the previous one. Monitors seem to be like decently priced for what you get at the moment. So yeah, I got a new monitor. Pretty cool. I'm now at 180 FPS instead of 144 because I looked for 144 hertz monitors and there weren't really any. I mean, there probably were. There probably are 144 hertz monitors, but like, 180 hertz ones were way more common. So, it's like why at that point why fight it? Why specifically try and look for 144 hertz when, 180 hertz is there, it's cheap and fucking just do the thing. Do the thing. IPS as well. Not that I think it makes much difference whether it's IPS or TN. Can't see that much of a difference. The thing is as well is I can compare the monitors constantly. Like it's not like now that the monitor's gone, I can't, it's not like I won't be able to ever tell what it used to be, because literally on my left is the old monitor. Well, not the one that broke, but you know, same like model. But yes, how are things? How are things? I've not streamed in like in 2 weeks again. So that's like it's like a Makash thing now. It's just like doesn't stream for 2 weeks, returns. You recently got a 240 hertz monitor? I'd call it a waste though, since my PC is barely good enough to keep up. Yeah. That's the thing as well, it's like, even if your monitor is 180 hertz, you need you need whatever you're running to be at 180 hertz. Like playing Helldivers with the boys, I'm not getting 180. I'm not getting 180 FPS. I am not. I could probably get higher if I turn my quality settings down, but I don't know. Hello, Mr. Legend, in Twitch chat. Hold on a minute. Is chat on the screen? Nah, chat's not on the screen. I Yeah, I'm streaming on Linux at the moment, so yeah, I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered to set up the because I don't know. There's probably I don't know whether I ever had it on Linux or not, so I guess I'll just have to I guess I'll just have to say when I'm reading Twitch chat, because otherwise YouTube chat's gonna be like, who? Who are you talking to? He's talking to the voices again. He's back to talking to the voices. How's the Smash grind been going? Smash is pretty much as it's always been. With Smash, I just play, you know, whenever I, whenever I like need to chill, or you know, whenever I'm like just like waiting for something to happen, I'll just go in like training mode and just like fuck around. That's pretty much how I do Smash at the moment. Or if I ever, you know, feel like, you know what, I feel like playing some Smash tournament mode or Smash. You know, if I'm feeling like I really want to play some Smash, I'll do what was it? Elite Smash. But that is pretty much Smash for me. Basically 3 weeks skull emoji. Is that from my last stream? Because it may almost have been 3 weeks since my last stream. We haven't seen this level of inactivity since I was like locking in on university stuff. Hello, Lucy. How are you doing? Oh yeah, I haven't said like what I'm doing this stream other than like mining Timite. But like last stream I did a little bit of a mix of whatchamacallit. I did a little mix of doing a little bit of Obsolite, a little bit of Timite, and a little bit of Youngite. This stream I'm going to be doing all Obsolite. So that is your variation in Timite mining for this stream. Good, not much mining though, a lot of foraging. I see, I see. I mean, that's, you know, the latest thing in skyblock. It's all foraging. All foraging all the time. I've kept up a little bit with the updates. I think. I don't think has there actually been that much now that I think about it. I mean, they did add Spider Slayer tier 5, which I did just once to get the combat XP, or you know, the combat wisdom bonus, and then you know that was pretty much it. Alas, you must go. First 9 minutes of stream were very thumbs up. Nice shot. See ya, man. See ya later. Nice we're gonna play again sometime because it was fun last time we did. Your Kirby is goated. I'm still practicing the matchup. Well, thank you for the compliments on my Kirby. And yeah. My my Kirby is pretty good. I mean, it's the one that I do play Kirby all the time basically. Or at least is the one that I play the most and I'm definitely the most comfortable in. My main, if you will. Um, but yeah, Kirby, I don't know. I feel like is it just because it's my main, or is Kirby better than I think he is? That's sometimes what I have to think. It's like, is he just better, or am I shit? You'd say you're doing pretty good. Foraging skill XP leaderboard #1 Lucy. Hold on a minute. You're not #1 foraging XP, are you? No way. I'm curious actually. I'm gonna open Discord and see who is #1 foraging. Actually, just the leaderboard for foraging in general, because like that's generally what people are doing at the moment is foraging. I would have thought. Oh, you are? Hell yeah, let's go. #1 foraging XP. Lucas is 5th? That's crazy. And then we got some like people I've never heard of, like Hukuru and Sunk First. Cube. Interesting. And Arval's 10th? Hold. Arval's doing foraging? No way. I was discussing Kirby matchup with Esam. Oh no. You're not getting like the professionals to tell you all the Kirby secrets, are you? I'm gonna get like I'm gonna get VOD reviewed. I'm getting VOD reviewed. It's over. It's so unbelievably over. My habits will be analyzed. My weaknesses will be uncovered. I will be broken. It's over. It's over. I'm dead. Also, 500 hours on Galatea. Fucking hell. That is a lot. You have definitely been foraging. It's a lot of foraging. Do you do... No, you have to do fig, surely. Or is mangrove somehow the meta for XP? I wonder. Nah, it's probably fig. If so, are you #1 fig collection as well? Because that would also make sense, If it's... Oh, thank you, Mr. Legend. Hmm. I'm just gonna keep splitting. Hell yeah. Nice. You're doing fig with Ocelot? Makes sense. You're #3 in fig. See, #2 and #1 in fig are probably like the exact same thing, but instead of Ocelot, they use the dragon, the Jade Dragon. My rates for the collections are like shitty because no Jade Drag. Yeah, it's like it kind of makes sense. It's like #1 and #2 are probably is the exact same thing. It's just the Jade Dragon difference. This Legend's like, I have, yes, I've saved a couple of replays of our fights to be fair, lol. No, I'm getting VOD reviewed, chat, it's over. My gameplay being analyzed by ESAM. I'm getting spiked at and dying at 10. To be fair, that's hard against Kirby. You can't really do that against Kirby. Actually, no, I have seen some like Kirby players getting footstooled to death, and it is the most depressing thing ever. Because like you have so many chances. To be fair, it gets harder and harder to avoid the footstool when you have because your jumps get lower and lower with Kirby. It gets harder and harder to avoid the footstool. But I've seen Kirby play. I saw Cosmos, a Smash player. He footstooled a Kirby to death, and it was the most depressing thing I've ever seen. I was like, no, no, my Kirby player instincts. It's so sad. Yeah, you know both of them pretty much. Yeah, the fig grind is real. Lots of uh, lots of fig mining. It's pretty much like what I had for doing mining XP, but instead of comms, you're mining fig trees. It's pretty much the exact same like thing. Well, I say that. There's differences, but you know what I mean. You know? You get what I mean. Steve is good at footstalling, especially short characters since his jump is low. That is true. I don't know why I find it so hard to footstool with other characters. I can never footstool with like anything because people are getting like footstool out of shield, and that's one of the things with Steve. You'll get footstool down air. You know, like you'll. I mean, that's one of his kill things because anvil actually gets strong when he's like on the anvil still. So with footstool down air, it kills kills earlier than it would do if he was just if you just hit anvil when it was just falling. You get what I mean, right? Like if he's on the anvil, if it does more shit. So yeah. Another broken thing that Steve does not really need. But Steve is, I don't know, because I was watching a Smash tournament and there was Steve's in top 8. Heaven forbid if Steve be in top 8, by the way. You you, you see the Smash players, like, oh sorry, Smash, in top 8 Smash Ultimate watchers. God forbid if Steve be there, otherwise they will be angry. They will be raging hard. Like, it is illegal for them to have a Steve in top 8, let alone win it. Now, if Steve wins it, then there's conversations. Then it's like, okay, Steve's got to go. But if Steve's in top 8, you know, there's problems apparently. Um, Even though Steve hasn't won something in God knows, but that's besides the point. Comms and tree gifts are like somewhat similar. Yeah. I mean, with tree gifts, it just gives you it when the tree explodes. So it's one of the things like if comms claimed automatically, it'd be so cool. It'd be so nice. You wouldn't have to like open the menu. You wouldn't have to um, do any swapping things. That would be cool. People still raging over Kagoribi 13. Yeah, I didn't watch. Well, actually, did I watch Kagoribi 13? I do not remember. Now that I think about it, the Japanese tournaments probably would have a Steve that has won a lot more recently. And by a Steve, I mean a Cola. Or Mia. One of those. Yeah, but most of your skill XP is from tree gifts slash comms themselves, not the blocks you break. Yeah. True. True. Very true. You miss mining cult? I miss mining cult as well. There's not, you know, there's not much going on with mining cult at the moment. There is, there is not much at all. And since no one, you know, all the active people in mining cult have gone off to a different guild, I don't know what they're talking about anymore. Like, what, you know, I don't know what's going on other than watching Duralius videos about updates and his very interesting takes for whatchamacallit, for skyblock and its development. Did they G disband or something? I mean, Orbit in name, kind of. Most people left, but it has not been G disbanded. And the people that have stayed, like me and some of the other goats, uh, in this list. We don't play as much anymore, I don't think. That's kind of how it is. Yeah, you were in mining cult as well. Quit skyblock altogether. I kind of have as well, sort of. I just like, I do enjoy streaming and mining while I stream. And actually, one of the things is I still enjoy. I kind of, not gonna lie, I still enjoy mining, and it's nice to do sometimes because it's kind of it's kind of chill. What can I say? It's really chill to just like mine with nothing going on in the background. It's a bit like I don't know how to describe it. I don't know how to describe it. It's basically like if you're just mining and you just like think about stuff, it's like doing nothing, but then you're still kind of doing something because you're doing mining in the background. But just being or just doing something pretty chill with your thoughts, and you get to think about shit. Not enough, there's not enough time for that in the day sometimes, and it's kind of nice. It's pretty good. Mining is nice for that, in my opinion. Don't even game anymore. You kind of quit gaming altogether. That's crazy. Quitting gaming altogether. That's bad news for me. You need to game. You need to game so that when I make games, you'll, in theory, be playing them. In theory. See, I gotta make these games though. That's the thing. That's the thing. I need to be. I need to make like a simple like, not massively multiplayer, but I need to make like a relatively simple but fun multiplayer game just to just to do it. I need to do that. It'd be good for my portfolio. It'd be good just to do it in general. I just need to do it, man. I need to do the thing. But I need like a good idea for a simple multiplayer game. Simple as in like something that wouldn't take that long to make. Not simple as in gameplay wise. That's the thing. Yeah, you should make like a multiplayer indie game. Any game that I would make would be an indie game though, because because it would just be me. It'd just be me. But yeah, it would be. That's actually a thing that I was almost about to get into. Learning how to make multiplayer. Like I've got a tutorial right there. It's right there. I just have been procrastinating. I've been not doing it because I don't know. To be fair, like I was almost about to do it. I was going to do it. That's my justification. I haven't done it yet, but I was going to. That's the thing. I was going to. Me, it kind of just got boring and I've been doing IRL stuff. Yeah, I've been doing IRL stuff too. And sometimes, like, if you game too much, then you neglect the IRL stuff. And then when the IRL stuff, well, when at some point you need to just like do all the IRL stuff. That's the thing. Like I've been doing some PC related things. My my Ethernet port broke, so I need to like the Ethernet port on my motherboard broke. So I need to what is it? I need to get an adapter. USB to Ethernet. And then, as I said earlier in the stream, like not motherboard, my monitor broke, so I had to buy a new monitor. And then today, I should have got more RAM for my computer because I'm on 16 at the moment, and I'm gonna go to 32, so that's pretty sick. I have even more RAM, so I've been doing some computer stuff, but unfortunately, nothing that's like drastic. It's all very tinkery, to be honest. It's like, if I was getting a whole new computer, then it would be cool because I'd have like, in theory, if I was getting a new computer, I'd go for like a 9800 X3D, and that's pretty much it because graphics cards are expensive. Imagine buying a 50 series. Imagine. 5090s are like 2K. That's a fucking car, man. That's a car. That is a car. Well, sometimes they're 3K, and that's more like a car. But 2K, that's a car. And then 5080s, it's like 1K. Okay, it's not quite a car, but it's a lot. 1K is a lot. And then, you're getting down to 5070. Yeah, it's an upgrade, but do I want to spend £600 on a graphics card when I don't even really use my current graphics card as heavily as someone that would buy a £600 graphics card would actually need to buy one for? Like the only demanding game I play is Helldivers with the boys, and I do I really need to go from 80 FPS to 180? Do I really need it? Maybe, but nah. I'm gonna speedrun chat a bit. Did you see Syrup beat Spargo in a set with Steve a few weeks ago? That was Spargo's first loss to a Steve in 3 years. Was that game 5? I can't remember. But yeah, Syrup did well then. Syrup is a good Steve. It's just a funny hobby slash side product. Oh, it's a fun hobby slash side project. Yes. You just got a new PC less than a month ago and it's nice. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. 64 gigs of RAM. That's also what I was thinking. I was thinking of getting like, if I got a new computer with a 9800 X3D, I would have 4 sticks of 16 gig sticks. 4x16. So that I use every single slot. Because if they're going to give me 4 slots, I'm going to use all 4 slots. Not like this computer, which the motherboard doesn't like it when I put memory in more than 2 channels because it's fucking broken and I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed. I wish I could use all 4 channels. All 4 channels. All 2 channels technically, but all 4, all 4 slots. If I could use all of them at once, I'd have 32 gigs right now, and it'd be amazing. But no, I have to put 2 16 sticks into one channel. You have 128 gigs of DDR3? Nah, DDR3. Hold on a minute. What even is the max stick that you can get of DDR3? Because I swear you can't even get like 8 gigs of DDR3 in one stick. I swear, man. Maybe I'm thinking of DDR2. Maybe I'm downplaying DDR3 a bit here, but I don't think DDR3 has the capacity for that. I have the capacity. I have the capacity for this. You read in school when class is boring? I mean, that's a lot better than like doom scroll. It's a lot better than scrolling Reddit or Twitter or anything like that. Or even TikTok, that's the worst. Imagine. Imagine. Then again, it does depend, it depends on what you're reading as well. Like, if you're reading, like, because people like advocating for reading. But it does depend on what you read, obviously. Depends heavily. Plus, you could also read on like a Kindle or something, you know? Doesn't necessarily have to be a book. You don't use modern social media. True. Twitter, not worth it. That being said, there is a reason that I've used Twitter recently. And it's to watch South Park. Yeah, that's right. That is how I've been watching South Park. Instead of using Paramount, instead of paying for a Paramount subscription, people will just, you know, post a new episode of South Park, and I'll be like, you know what? Don't mind if I do. That's how I've been watching the new episodes of South Park. I really hope that I get episode 3 on it though, because episode 3 of the new season is supposed to be out today, and if it's not on Twitter, I'm gonna be so sad because I've kept up with it. I've kept up. I've watched episode 1 and 2. I need my episode 3, man. I need it. I need my episode 3. I need it. Dual channel is faster though. That is true, but RAM speed is uh it helps very slightly sometimes, so and plus I can't even have dual channel unless I like changed out my motherboard, and that'd be quite a bit more expensive than yeah, it'd just be expensive to do that. You think it'd be cool to run some AI locally? Maybe I'll use my GPU that way. I think you need a lot of VRAM for that. I'm not sure how much. I'm sure people that are into that know that, but I'm pretty sure that's like a, you know, a many, many gigabytes of VRAM usage thing. It is interesting, but I also don't use AI LLMs or anything like that. So, uh, I- you know, I don't use any of it, so I don't see the reason to, you know, use it. So, but it is kind of interesting, a program that's like multiple. It basically takes your entire GPU's VRAM to run. It is interesting. Also, this guy's like 20 minutes behind on chat. I mean, sometimes I won't read messages in chat. I'm like, shit, I should read that. Because I'll just be saying shit, man. I'll just be saying shit. I'll just not be reading shit as well. Uh, Let me speed run YouTube chat a little bit though. You have a reader on your um you have a reader and read under your desk, so it's like being on your phone. I see. And they get upset when they see you, yeah, because they want you to focus on whatever they're doing, which is fair. And then you tell the teachers, no, your shit is boring. Be more interesting. Now. Dear. But yeah. I mean, with something like geography, sometimes it's like, okay, it's geography. I'm not gonna. If I don't do well in geography, it's not the end of the world, okay? It's not the end of the world. But teachers will treat it more on like the whole principle of the thing, which is fair. What about 9070 XT though? Wait, what about 9070 XT? Dual channel is faster though. That works too. Don't use modern social media. Now I have a Xeon board which has more RAM slots. Server boards have more slots. I mean, even still, how much RAM do you have per stick with DDR3? Read a lot of fantasy books. Twitter lost its reason with the recent EU online regulations. I mean, there wasn't really much of a reason to use Twitter beforehand anyway. Teacher explaining like easy English while I'm reading a book in English. I can't, I can't. Man's just doing a solo commentary. Not even, man. I'm reading chat. I'm reading chat, I swear. You get your GCSEs tomorrow? Good luck. Good luck. I'm hoping for all nines, man. You get all nines, and then life is good. In theory. Your grades are hella mid, just hanging on. I see. Well, good luck, either way. Mr. Legend's like, if buying isn't owning, then piracy isn't stealing. And I don't know, it's like, it's not quite the same thing, but oftentimes when like the buying isn't owning, it's shitty. So you kind of have to agree with it. Sometimes. Grades are super bad. Well, yeah. Physics is where you're at your weakest. See, I think, for me at least, something is interesting when I actually use it. And I'll learn about something a lot easier if I actually use it. So if, education-wise, if they tried to keep that philosophy, I think more people would be interested. Personally, like if they were if they were teaching you about electricity, for example, then framing it in terms of like a household or how much your fucking computer uses or something, those things can be interesting. I mean, electronics in general that can be quite interesting. What did I get? I don't know. I'm not gonna say my GCSE grades because I don't like them. They're not good. They're not even that bad either. It's just I'm not proud of them personally. Exactly. It's better to learn it, i.e.g. you're using it. Yeah. Because I remember not getting like wattage and joules and all that shit a long time ago when it was actually being taught in physics. But nowadays I got it so much better. So much better. Hey man, as long as we pass, it's good. I guess it's just good to have a plan, regardless. For what you want to do later on. That's pretty much what it is. And what you need to fulfill that plan. That is probably the most important thing. You got no more physics now. No more physics. No more chemistry. See, chemistry below A level was really fun. And if I locked in and got into it at least, actually, if I got into it, I would have probably enjoyed A level chemistry a lot more if I got into it. I'm just saying. Just saying. If I get into something, bro is definitely playing RuneScape during GCSEs. I've never actually played RuneScape. But from the sounds of it, it's good that I did. I didn't. From the sounds of it, it's good I didn't, because it sounds like hypixel skyblock. And that I did play during my A-levels. Um, which is also not a good idea. I don't think my A-levels were bad, though. I think my A-levels were okay. Well, yeah. Oh, Twitch bot. Time to get banned. Let's go. I'm quicker than Mr. Legend at deleting the bots. Let's go. He has mod. He actually has mod. Too late, Mr. Legend. I got there. Banned frame 1. Let's go. You're easier at answering you're easier at answering life questions than school questions. I mean, I'm better at solving problems in real life than school. Oh, the thing is, school is technically a real life problem, so yeah, I don't know, man. But no, I get what you mean. I get what you mean. Yeah, you have mod too, but YouTube is a lot better, or has been a lot better at, because there was a long time ago, there was a big YouTube bot problem in live stream chat, at least. I'm sure there's still a problem in comments and stuff like that for, well, for larger creators. For me, at least, I haven't seen any in my comments. That being said, if that causes there to be a problem in my comments, I'm going to be very annoyed, but I don't think that's a thing. But either way, YouTube has gotten pretty good at getting rid of bots in chat. You know, YouTube did something at least. They have done something. Now you disagree, school has more stupid answers, life has one-way answers. Well, hold on a minute. I have returned. Let's go. YouTube has a huge issue with comment bots, like it's so bad these days. Uh, I guess as I just haven't looked at comments a lot. But in my experience, YouTube chat-wise has been nice. My end, at least. Because I remember a long time ago in YouTube chat, there were bots. And now there are no bots, so it's kind of nice. Nice on that front. To be fair, Twitch doesn't have it doesn't have like a really bad bot problem. Like, it's not unexpected to see like a random Twitch bot in my chat over the course of a live stream, but it's not like horrendous. It's not that bad. That being said, I was watching Donkey Kong Bonanza live streamers, Donkey Kong Bonanza speedrunning live streamers, and they had a real bot problem. They had like a proper bot problem, but that was because like some random guy just didn't like Donkey Kong Bonanza and specifically botted every single Donkey Kong Bonanza speedrunner, which is odd, very odd, very strange, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So let's talk politics. Lol, JK, JK, I don't know how to talk about that. Politics is... I don't know, man. Just get me in there, man. I'll sort it out, I'm sure. Just get... Just make me Prime Minister of the UK. I'll sort it out. I'll do it. Get me in there. I'll... I'll do only the good things and none of the bad things. For real, for real. Get me in there. Let's elect Makash the president. Well, I can't be US president, but I can be the Prime Minister of the UK. Actually, you know what? That's kind of an interesting thing. Where can I be a head of state? Because obviously I can be a head of state of the UK, because I'm British. But can I be the Prime Minister of Canada? Is that possible? Uh, Canadian Prime Minister requirements. Well, there is no legal requirement for the Prime Minister to be an MP. I don't know if I can be bothered to go fucking searching through Wikipedia to find the requirements. I was hoping that like Google would do me a solid and just tell me, but no. Dear. Why are you not foraging? I mean, I could, but I don't think it'd be. I'm kind of early game in foraging, to be honest. I am quite early game. Can I? I can't show you my heart of the forest, but it's pretty much the exact same as it was since I last streamed it. So I don't know if it'd be that interesting. I mean, maybe. The fuck? Okay. But yeah, how you doing, Hush Lucas? How are things? How has Skyblock been going? Everyone in the early game is in foraging. Most of the update isn't out yet. Oh, everyone is early game in foraging. I see, I see. You know, I believe that. I believe it's the first of the, it's like the early game of foraging. And the next islands will be like the end game. You say copium, but I'm a believer. Absolute believer in end game foraging in the future. I believe. Good foraging leaderboards are more contested than I thought they would be. I see. Does you mean there's a lot more competition in foraging? I guess it's just the main, like, the foraging update being like the main thing to have come out. Makes sense. No way 2000 foraging fortune is early game. But what if it is though? What if they do something silly with foraging where it's like the next islands you get 10,000 foraging fortune? Imagine. Probably not, but I don't know. I guess we'll see when the next updates come out for foraging. Also 125 wisdom. It's like when dwarven mines were like the best. Yeah. Although from late dwarven mines to where we are today, there's quite a big difference. Whether the same difference will be there with foraging, I don't know. The inventory fills up too fast. You got to forage with an empty one. And stuff still ends up in stash. True. I mean, maybe they want you to use sacks and have like a really large non-enchanted one. So that it all goes into the stack. Yeah, stash. I can't fucking speak. It all goes into the sack, and then you have to use the recipe command. Like, you're just required to, because you just get so much wood. So many logs. There isn't a big difference between Lake Crystal Hollows and Glaciate Tunnels, though. So by that logic, the next island will mostly round out the progression. Well, if what we're currently on is like Dwarven, there was a pretty big jump from Dwarven to Crystal Hollows. It was, yeah, uh, Divans Drill compared to a 555 is it's not like a mass. It's significant, I'd say. It was pretty significant. But definitely Crystal Hollows to Glaciate Tunnels wasn't that massive. Pocket Sack and a Sack, all of them gives you a few mil, which you empty like every hour. Yeah. That's why they should have done the, auto-compacting thing. Instead of the recipe command, they should have just allowed you to toggle auto-compacting so that your unenchanted sack will compact it automatically. They should have just done that. They should have done that. It would be nice. I mean, regardless, the recipe in command is nice. What am I mining for, by the way? Is it Discrete or Prism? I will... I'll make Highlight, and then make it into motes, and then put those motes towards a Prism, yeah. Prism is, in general, the goal. But also, I don't know whether I want to just mine for motes for overflow motes, I guess, or just money, or I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. That's the thing. Like, I could just go, back into the mines. I could do that. I could do mining XP. I could just, put all my setup over to gold and then do gold. Or I could do foraging. There's many things. There's many things I could do. See, now that I'm thinking about it, I did remember thinking like, oh, I should probably do foraging for my next stream, but I've locked in Timite now. Maybe next stream will be foraging. Maybe. But yeah, this stream is all Obsolete. Next one will be all Timite, and then the one after that is Youngite. And then all of that will be, well, however much in the ratios, because I'm doing like a whole stream of them, not doing like getting a specific amount. Whatever I have overflow of, I'll just, I'll just have to mine the rest. Whether it's probably going to be Obsolete that I don't have enough of. That or Timite. Because there's no way that I won't have just an excessive Youngite. Youngite is easily going to be the one that will just, I'll just have tons of that. With my current stream schedule, next stream will be Derpy. Yeah, Derpy is quite close. Hold on a minute. When specifically, though? Should probably just keep Discord open. Don't know why I closed it. When is... I think it was September, if I remember correctly. The 2nd of September, in 13 days. I mean, I can see that. I can see next stream being derpy. Potentially. Potentially. I did max out the beacon though in foraging. That is something I've also done. But that is also a very early on thing to do, to be fair. Maxing out the like the right path of it. Next stream is Jerry Cole. Oh god, when's that? Well, okay. It won't be 2 months until the next stream. That's a little extreme, if you will. But there's also things going on in October for me. Lots of things. I don't think anything. I mean, I'll be busy, but I don't think it's anything that will impact stream, if you will. Not like stream is being impacted by anything anyway. My, I'm just kind of lazy and not streaming. That's the thing. I'll mark your words. You can mark my words, but next stream is inconclusive. I don't know when I'll next stream. That's the thing. You might be right in that next stream will probably be like 2 weeks from now. But you never know. It could be like tomorrow. It could be a week from now. You never know. Would you want to play Smash later today? Uh, I don't know. We'll see. Max out attributes next for Max J Dragon perk. Oh shit, I actually do need to. I want to get all the attributes, probably. Actually, definitely. Maybe. It's just expensive, that's the thing. How much per hour is this? I don't know. I think it's like 500,000 motes per hour. I think. That's what I've heard. Oh wait, yeah, that's the other thing with Skyblock. So the other thing I do AFKing all the time, basically. I'll occasionally check prices though. I'll check prices and see that everything's fucking dead. Golden Dragons, 700 mil for a level 200. What the fuck? Um, what is it? Citrine. Perfects are like 10 to 11 mil most of the time. Okay, that's a lot lower than they were when the trailer released and all of that sort of thing, being at like 20-ish million. Pretty consistently sometimes. What else do I have invested in? Oh yeah, bits. They're dead. Bits are fucked. Crystal fragments are eh. They're like normal, but during derpy what is it? Hypercatalysts should be a lot more than they are. Like 180k or something right now when they've been at 270k, and it kind of is with the price of bits being a lot lower, it makes sense, but then the price of bits being lower is also fucking me a bit. It's not good, man. My investments are done for. It's over. It's actually over. Meanwhile, Jade Dragon prices are still very high with 35% per XP boost. Yeah. They removed half the source of coins, which was automated shipping, in brackets minions. That was a long time ago, I swear, though. Wait, did they remove automated shipping in general? Just no more? Or is it just specifically the slime minion thing that they did months ago? Yeah, cookies will always be profit, I think, but yeah. You should totally invest in Prismarine now with Guardian Slayer coming. True, true. I'm gonna invest in a new fishing rod because you need to fish up the the things to summon it. Oh shit, yeah, the new Slayer is a fishing Slayer. That's great. I have to actually have a fishing rod to do Slayer now? What is this? Fishing in my Slayer content? Can you do a video where you max out your Chimera Gemstone Gauntlet? Uh, maybe when my investments pay off. But then there's also other things I want to spend money on if my investments pay off. But they aren't paying off, and I don't think they ever will. It's so sad. My investments are just so dead. Didn't remove it, but killed the slime minion thing, which killed millions. Wait, minions, sorry, not millions. You ate 700 cookies and you'll make money when you get all the bits in 3,100 hours. I mean, you could also... With bitbugs, you get half of them immediately. So, you already have a shit ton of bits, most likely. But then bitbug prices have also died. They're just like 300 mil. Sorry, no, 3 mil now, not 300 mil. Fucking hell. Imagine. But yeah, 3 mil for a bitbug, it's just not even that is doing well. And that was a relatively small investment compared to the other ones I have. Like, that's only like 200-ish mil. You got 3.6 million bits, still 3.6 to get. Uh, yeah. So I've got 4.6 million bits now, and it's just, I swear that used to be a really good amount, and I would have made so much profit, and it just doesn't feel the same anymore. Feels like my bits have been inflated away. I know that you don't get bits doing foraging like you do with mining. Yeah, foraging should give bits. Especially if commissions give bits, then tree gifts should give bit. Yeah, tree gifts should give bits, yeah. 4.6 million bits is like 5 billion coins. I mean, even then I can still sell it for more than that. Or at least I should be able to. What is 3 mil? Oh, that's shit. That's so bad. Fucking hell. How much can I sell my things for? 190k. Fuck, what did I buy them for? 100. I can't remember what I bought them for. I hope I didn't buy them at 150k. And then that is still. Oh, that is bad. That is bad. That is so bad. Please, I need the price to go up. I need the price to go up. I think I bought a good amount at 140k, maybe. Actually, I don't remember. I have no idea what I bought my crystal fragments at, but I know I have a lot. A lot. Even at current prices, what is that? 61539. So like 150k. I've actually got 10 billion in that. Sturpy soon, hypers will go up. I swear they usually go up a little bit before Derpy. And it kind of has been that now. Copium. I'm on some severe copium for my investments. My investments have been just shit. Crystal fragments themselves should stay roughly the same. It's just bits that have died. Your investment is that you're still holding out perfect gems from the crash. I got them at 3 million per, and they're all in chests, so I'm not sussed out. Wait, is that from like a duping crash? If so, that definitely seems a bit sketchy. Are they already up? Hypercatalyst, kind of. They did go up to like 200 and something K. I remember seeing them at 200 and something. Maybe just 200 flat, which kind of isn't enough to profit what I wanted, but yeah. If they go up to 225K, which they probably won't, but if they do, then I'm selling as much as I can at that price. That is my hope price, my hopium, copium, whatever. That is my price. They reach 225K per, then I'm dumping as much as I can. Citrine crashed after the foraging update, yeah. Just there just isn't the demand. I mean, Citrine's all profit anyway. It's not like I bought any Citrine. It's all Citrine I mined, so Citrine is always going to be pure profit anyway, so that's nice. It's just I would have preferred more. I would have preferred to sell at 20 million per, but oh well. Yeah, they went up slightly. You're going to need a bigger fishing level. No, actually, you're... Hold on. If Guardian fishing? If Guardian Slayer is locked behind fishing 30 or something, I'm fucked. I'm so fucked. Like, my fishing's horrendous. If there's any fishing requirement or like any need to be good at fishing, um, then I'm screwed. I'm actually fucked. Most people are done with it and sold their setup. That's a shame. Yeah, I bought like 500 million worth and it's like 1.5 billion now. I can only sell 8 per day so I don't get sussed out. I see. I mean, good profit. Fair enough. The slime minion nerf cost the lives of millions real, harboring a fugitive on this channel. Eh? G-Drags died because people don't need 2 of them anymore because of the Shellwise buff. That is... I think... It was kind of funny because I used to have it on my blue whale and something else, my blaze pet. So I didn't know what to... Oh, that's funny, they're right next to each other. So I used to have it on these 2 pets. And now that you don't need it anymore, I was like, what do I use? So I put serrated claws on the blue whale because if you use it uh with fucking mastiff, yeah. If you use it with mastiff, then you get a little bit more health. That's the only reason for serrated claws on blue whale. And then blaze, I don't really know what to put. That's like my main combat set, so I put a lucky clover on it. Um, if anyone has like good ideas for pet items for these 2 that are better than what I currently have, then do say. But pet item wise, I think they are what I'm going with. You might have to do trophy frogs on the upcoming island to do Guardian Slayer. Trophy frogs. Hmm. I guess we'll have to see, but that is a potential pain thing for me. Being fishing 25 for the Guardian Slayer. It's not looking good. Not looking good at all. Fishing 30 from minions alone. Yeah, if I had access to my minions, that would be nice. They are still all on ice. Might lose some fishing #1 spots to Guardian Slayer. If they add in just the random fishing collections into Guardian Slayer, then yeah. I mean, if it's a good way to get Sponge and all the other like fishing collections, then that'd be interesting. Because I still don't have my clownfish maxed or my pufferfish. Or magmafish for that matter. Maybe you get magmafish during Guardian Slayer. You never know. You never know. Crochet tiger plushie. What do you? Uh, I can't spell. There we go. Attack speed. Well, that's the thing. My Frozen Blaze armor, which if I could show you, already gives me 100% attack speed, so I'm fine generally for that. Attack speed is not an issue. It's nice that like you have Renowned with Blaze armor or Frozen Blaze, and then it buffs the attack speed on that reforge, so you just have 100% all the time. We'll probably drop Prismarine and who knows what other fish. I can see it dropping all the fishes. Drops the regular cod and salmon and pufferfish. Can definitely see that. Actually, no, because like it's not like Zombie Slayer gives. I mean, maybe the mobs in that you have to kill to get the Slayer going, but it's gonna drop like it's gonna drop its Slayer items, whatever they decide the Slayer item for Guardian Slayer will be. Probably a Prismarine shard. Probably like um, it's gonna be what is it? Something scales. That's my guess. The Slayer resource. What is that supposed to even be called? You know the thing, um, like not foul flesh. Uh, yeah, like revenant flesh. It's not silk, is it? Is it tarantula web? Yeah, tarantula web. Revenant flesh. The Guardian version of that is going to be something scales. That's my guess. Maybe Spooky Cupcake. Maybe. That was one thing I was considering because it's just straight up 30 strength. But it's either 30 strength or 7 whatchamacallits. 7 magic find. So if I need more damage, then it does seem like Cupcake is the way. And it gives speed as well, so that'll help with the Warden helmet. You heard they want to rework how Magic Find works? If they can make it better, then that'd be very nice. Maybe I have to switch my minion to Guardian minion or whatever they'll be called. I mean, there's a chance it won't have a minion. We did get the Void minions and the Blaze minions, but we didn't get a Sven minion. Maybe if we get tier 5 Sven, we'll get a Sven minion. The Wolf minion. Maybe. I mean, we have tier 5 Tarantula now. The next one is Sven. Tier 5 Blaze. Hold on. Hold on a minute. In before that's already a thing. No, it's not. I remember. It's not that long ago I did Blaze Slayer. I should know that it's tier 4. They want to work towards creating permanent magic find sources so you don't need to change your armor and pet for max magic find. I think that's a better way of going about magic find, probably. But, what does that mean for all the magic find sources that we have currently? Are they going to get rid of the magic find helmets and uh, the magic find enchantment? Although that is pretty general, to be fair. You don't really need a specific weapon for that. I don't know. Anyway, hello Crash Rules. Just subbed. Vampire Slayer is pain. Oh, plain unfair. You don't need to do it for too long. Especially now with the burgers being able to be bought. You just Ananke feather all your burgers and then you never have to deal with it ever again. I think Ananke feathers kind of take a little bit of the... Like, you just get rid of RNG whenever you add in RNG meter. And personally, I don't know if I like it too much. RNG meter just getting rid of the it gets rid of the, oh, I dropped something rare, because like you can just buy an Anke feathers to get it immediately. There's no uniqueness about dropping something really rare. I mean, I suppose you could always buy certain things, but you never dropped an overflux, you can just buy one. But I like the idea of, oh, you got a rare drop and it actually means that you progress in a way that's, other players wouldn't. But I think that's a pretty unpopular opinion, probably. So I think everyone wants to have the ability to get every item, which is fair enough, but then it doesn't make it as exclusive, It gives it less importance, maybe. Maybe less hype when you drop one. I mean, yeah, if you're on Iron Man, then it kind of you want to avoid anything where it's just normal to buy it from places. I mean, that being said, I feel like they should. I don't know. The way that I do my Iron Man, where it's like, oh no, I can't do dungeons with other players, and I can't summon dragons with other players. Clearly, Iron Man for the admins is not like a single player experience, whereas what I envisioned Iron Man would be. I say that I barely play on my main nowadays, let alone my Iron Man. You should be able to fucking mine that. I'm annoyed. It's so, it's just such a large vein that just be so nice, man. Iron Man players chose to play Iron Man. The potential of waiting 2,000 years for a drop was part of the contract. I guess so, but I can see, well, I can see a good reason for Iron Man being different to the regular game mode for RNG drops. Because your market is 1 with Iron Man, whereas your market is thousands with RNG drops on regular profiles. Whereas my progress is on my classic profile, but Iron Man just feels more accomplishing and rewarding. That's fair. That is a good reason that most people play Iron. Or that not I'm saying that like a lot of that the majority of people play Iron Man. Is a reason that a lot of people play Iron Man. I also didn't realize that you could have zero 0.5 motes. Where did my where did my fractional motes come in? Is it something I sold? Does Youngite sell for 0.5 motes? Is it a burger thing? Maybe it's a burger thing. Ah, it could be a burger thing. It's probably a burger thing. There we go. I'm no longer on 0.5 motes. Yeah, I got all 5 burgers, Mr. Legend. I bought them with Ananke feathers. It was quite nice. You cringe, motherfucker. I quite literally said that I think that an NK, that RNG meter and an NK feathers, to that extent, is you know, it does devalue the RNG-ness of it a bit. Also, thank you Edith XP for the raid. Thank you so much, man. Got 7 people in Twitch chat. Hold. It's more than YouTube chat. There's no way. But yeah, how was your stream? Edith raid. Hello, hello. Stream was good. Hell yeah. What'd you do? You're tired? That is fair. That is fair. I've just been mining. And that is what I'm doing this stream, basically. I'm just mining obsolite. This stream I'm mining obsolite. Next stream I'll probably be doing the blue one, Timite. And then next the stream after that will probably be Youngite. And then maybe I might do foraging in between those, I'm not sure. We shall see. He did some Kuja and some other Iron Man grind stuff, dragons and such. Nice, nice. Dragons is good. Need to bring the price of crystal frags down, make it easier to get, you know, my hyper catalyst on my minions. It's funny because I kind of win both ways there. I can either sell my hyper catalysts if the price is higher, or I can just use them, and it'd be cheaper to use them in theory. So, you know, technically with hyper catalysts, I'm playing both ways there. Iron Man, so I won't be able to help with the market, unfortunately. Oh wait, I completely just ignored that. Sorry about that. My brain just completely forgot about the Iron Man part. Dear. Well, you can fuel your own minions with hyper catalyst then. There you go. Maybe in time for Derpy. Yeah, we got Derpy coming in 2 weeks. Also, I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitch at the same time, so if I'm responding to a message you can't see, it's probably on YouTube chat. I don't have my I should have my on-screen chat for both operating systems, but oh well. Um, Crushall says most of his progress is on his classic profile, but Iron Man. Oh yeah, that one. Never mind. Your most painful grind was getting Yogg armor. 160 Yoggies wasn't too bad, but 10 hours straight for Hardstone was pure pain. True. I mean, you need the spread for that. You need mining spread, and I'm pretty sure Hearthstone's affected by mining fortune now. I think everything mining related is, so you just need that mining fortune. Got a raid and hop, hope you enjoy your stream. Well, have a good time. See ya, Edith. I mean, that's the thing with raids as well, is because you're ending stream, you probably have to end stream for something. Um, so that's one thing. Whenever I've raided someone, I'm like, oh shit, I need to go do my, I need to go do the thing that I ended stream for. So gotta leave. Hello, Banana G. He was too lazy to put on screen chat. No, I'm not too lazy for it. If it was just one button, I'd do it. But I need to look how to do it on Linux. Because I think I probably can't just... It's a specific source that you need to do, and it's probably different on Linux. It probably isn't, actually. I just probably need to get the link from my Windows installation, but yeah, whatever. Yeah, it is laziness, kind of. But it also would be a decent amount of time just like, oh, I probably need to go back to Windows anyway. I need to like go back to Windows, look at what the thing I need, what the browser source I need to add is, and then take that, go back to Linux and put it in there, and then it should work. And yeah, I can't really switch operating systems during stream. That one's out of reach, I think. 0 mining spread, 23 scatters within 10 hours. Yeah, that's pain. You gotta at least use mole, man. That's what it's there for. Use your mole. Your mole perk. You know what? I'll do it. Will I choose the right box, chat? Will I choose the right one? Let's see. I did indeed. I chose the right one. There's no way. No waying. I don't need it though, so I'll just put it there. Wait, can you rift transfer it? Yeah, you can. I should probably sell it, right? Are IQ points worth much? They're soulbound. Never mind. That is an Iron Man-ish moment. Bro is too smart for an extra IQ point. I've already got my 2 IQ points here. And then I've got 2 IQ points on the other dimension. You know what they should do? I was about to say they should add in other dimensions. That's basically another island anyway. Never mind. Never mind, never mind. There's not too much of a difference between dimensions and islands. It's not like Minecraft where... I say this as playing Minecraft. It's not like regular Minecraft where, a new dimension's like a whole new place. Damn. I should play some vanilla. I haven't played vanilla in so long. So long. Maybe I should. Scatter mining is without mining spread now. Yes, but he was on about getting hardstone for the Yogg armor. Unless you can do Scather with mining spread somehow. Well, actually, that's just normal because I haven't mined in the Crystal Hollows for a long time. Not since the death of Eminem, MFM. Yeah, there you go. Do you ever finish that Redstone project from 3 years ago? That is very broad. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not sure what Redstone project you mean. If it was a uh, if it was a memory one, because on and off I do work on Redstone memory, and that needs like a breakthrough, and ba it basically needs Mojang to add in a very specific item or block, and yeah, something, yeah, the memory thing. I need Mojang to add a very specific block. I basically need them to add bluestone in, kind of. Not even that. I need them to add a thing that can provide a block update, um, and can transmit its signal to itself. Because there's ways that you can do it. You can either do leaves, um, but then there's an issue with that as well, where you need to, because what you can do is you can push a log onto leaves, and then every leaf within 6 blocks of that gets like an update. But then with that, you need a piston and an observer, and that can cause issues with the memory I'm trying to make. Um, you can, I mean, what I'm currently using is like repeaters every one, but the delay on that is crazy. It's like a delay, it's like a whole repeater delay every bit, which is very slow. Warped nether bricks changed my mind. In what context? What context is warped nether bricks? Um, but yeah, I need a very specific block from Mojang to finish that project, and I don't think that will probably happen. I'd also just like them to revert the copper bulb changes, I say. That one change where they made it so that it has a I think they gave it a tick delay when it used to be 0 tick. I can't remember which way it is around. I think they either made it instant or they made it have one more tick. Because the way that it used to work is the copper bulb would be able to give you a 1 tick delay or like a 1 tick difference, which is really useful for a bunch of redstone stuff. But then they removed it for parity, and everyone hated it. People did kick up a fuss, but Mojang were like, no, we don't like you having fun, and we're not going to change it. I think it's less of that, it's just maybe they, for some reason, really, really cared about parity in that one specific instance, even though there's a bunch of other parity things that aren't, you know, going to be changed anytime soon. Ah, well. Because they should be able to do, what was it, movable tile entities in Java. They have developers that have made mods on their team that do that specific thing. But no, they still haven't made movable tile entities. Um, even though it's a thing on Bedrock. So, I don't know. Maybe there's some other thing with movable tile entities on Java that people are annoyed about or something, I don't know. But I think, from what I remember, most people in the technical community want movable tile entities on Java. It'd be such a cool thing for Slime Stone as well, because then you could have like movable dispensers dispensing TNT instead of using TNT dupers, and not only would it make it a lot less buggy, but they could remove the TNT dupe thing and technically balance the game a bit more, because then you have to actually like refuel your world eater and stuff like that. And I don't know, it'd be easier to build the TNT duper as well, because like you don't need to look up that tutorial to like, oh, okay, how do I do the TNT duper again? Like what coral fan do I need to do it? What kind of orientation do I need things in? You know, that kind of stuff. We have red nether bricks, but not warped nether bricks. Hmm. Isn't warped wood though? So you wouldn't have bricks of it. Hold on a minute. Warped bricks. Minecraft. Oh no, warped is the... No, that's basically like the leaves of the tree. Yeah. They removed TNT duping, people would raid Mojang. I don't know, I don't think they would. I don't think... I mean, people would be annoyed, but... See, being annoyed at Mojang has like a very on and off working thing. Like, it sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. Like, it worked with the honey block thing, but then it doesn't work with the copper bulb thing. It seems very inconsistent at times. I do like the whatchamacallit, the what's that new block they added that you can put your hotbar in? That's a cool thing. I do like that. It's a very nice block they've added. I see a lot of people going on about our item sources have been changed forever because of copper golems, but then not really. I mean, like early game, sure, maybe, but I don't think so personally. Because it's just not it, Chief. It's just not it. Copper golems, maybe for your early game new player that can't be bothered to sort their items, um, but on such a small scale, which is the only scale that copper golems really work with at the moment, I don't think they work well enough. And I wouldn't build a storage system on that scale anyway. I'd use a proper storage system with hoppers and comparators. Thank you very much. Um, and like some people, I don't know if some people were trying to say like, oh no, those old sorting systems are completely outclassed by copper golems now. That's a horrid take, because that's just such a bad take. Not only is it annoying because the end, it's also you're right in that it shelves. Shelves is the new block I'm on about. I like that block. That's a really good block. But not only can copper golems not replace those large storage systems, they're just worse in doing it. Those large storage systems are so fucking nice. Like they're a shit ton faster. They sort way more items. You can have much more storage. You know, those massive storage systems, I fucking love them. I want to make one eventually in my survival world, but there's a lot more. There's a lot more other things I need to do in my survival world first. But I do love them so much because they're so cool and convenient though. They look so cool, and you could have basically you could have your mass storage, right? Let's say you had four. I don't know. I'd have five because I like the idea of five is just a nicer number. Let's say you had five. 5 double chests of each row being an item, and then you can have because what you want is it to basically be a silo. Each of these double chests would contain uh, shulker boxes full of all your stuff, and then at the bottom you could either probably have a system. Actually, no, you probably would want to have a system like this. You'd have a system where it dispenses the first, or I guess it would be the last. It dispenses a shulker box there, so you could take out your individual items. But then if you wanted to take out more, you just take the bottom chest in the silo and take out all the shulkers you need of all the items you want. It's just I love them because they look so fucking cool. They run really nice, and I just like them. It's proper automation. It's just nice. It's so nice. Automated storage systems have always been a pain in my opinion. Just sort the items yourself. That is true. For early game, in my opinion, I think it's just not worth it to make or to have a copper golem sort your shit. Because all the setup you need for it as well, like you need to sort you need to sort your chests before you have a copper golem sort your chests for you, which is stupid. Because at the point where you put an item in every slot, you've already done it. You just go through each chest, shift clicking all the items you want to put away, and you'd have already sorted everything. Like, there's no point for the copper golem. I guess if you want to be lazy to only put it in one chest and then wait 5 years for the copper golem to do it, as opposed to just going through each chest yourself, shift clicking, which doesn't take that much longer. I don't know, man. Regardless, let people have their fun with the copper golems. I mean, I'm not going to use it, but they'll have fun. The shelves I will absolutely use that. Those shelves look fucking useful, man. They look so useful. You just swap out your hotbar, one click. Save your hotbar, one click. It's nice. It's so cool. If they remove TNT duping, I read that one. Farming netherite and diamonds en masse would be terrible. True. I need to set up a TNT duper mining tunnel bore type thing in the nether so I can farm netherite easier. Because my survival is still on a version where it's easier to make netherite, I believe. Like, it doesn't have the newer versions have like you need a specific thing. I can't remember what it is. You need some more stuff that you don't need in the version that my save is currently on. So basically, I'm gonna make a shit ton of netherite tools, then update, and then I don't have to deal with all the new changes. Version or abusing versions is a big part of my survival world. Because you used to be able to make a bow with infinity and mending. So I just have bows with infinity and mending in my survival world while you can't make them anymore. It's amazing. It's amazing and brilliant. And maybe I should have done the same thing with that one version where you could put every single type of protection enchantment on the same armor. But I didn't do that. And I'm not going to revert my version to do that either. But I will absolutely abuse versions. You cannot stop me from having mending and infinity on the same bow. I personally think Copper Golem is cool not because of what it does, but because it's a sign that Mojang is listening to us and adding removed features. I don't know. They always said that those ideas were something they might add in the future. Because I remember them saying, like, these ideas are not going away forever, they may come back. You know, they're just in the idea bank and not going to be worked on immediately. But some of them I just, in voting for them, I just don't want to see some of them personally. Like the Moo Bloom, I don't want to see that shit. That shit is going to be the deadest mob of all time. I'd rather than work on anything else. And that's one of the things where it's like, with some features, it just feels like a waste of time, you know? And that's why it's annoying sometimes when they work on something, because you'd rather see them working on something else. That's the thing. It's like, the Moo Bloom, that's going to be boring. Work on literally anything else. Shelves, perfect example. Brilliant feature, amazing. Add that. Autocrafter, great, amazing. Um, and even like even those new signs they added, they're not something that I would particularly use. They're not something that is I don't know. They aren't bad though. Like I'm fine with them working on that, but like Moo Blooms and fucking the glow squids are all right because they actually have an interesting thing of having their glow ink sacs or whatever, and you know they can use that for a whole bunch of things. If you need something to glow, then you have an item for it. You know, if they wanted to add in a new feature of insert glowing thing here, then they have glow squids. You use those glowing ink sacs, and you know, there's a use for them in the future. Um, Even copper armor, it's like okay, it's a bit useless because you're really going to use copper armor at any point as opposed to iron and diamond and etc. etc. But actually, no, I don't have a good excuse for copper armor. It's a bit of a waste of time, that one. To be honest, I think they added copper armor in just so that they, you know, people say like, "Oh, copper doesn't have any uses." That's literally the reason they added copper armor is to shut those people up. And those people, that's me. I'm those people. They did it just so that people can't say that copper has no use. Because copper armor is a bit of the, I can't lie, it's the most boring thing they could have done with copper. It's like the most obvious, uninspired, uncreative thing they could have. Like, surely, when adding in copper, it'd be like one of the first things you would add is like copper armor or copper tools. Why wait until now to do it? It just, I don't know, feels a bit uncreative. We want to stop you complaining about copper having no uses type thing. But, but, it's not all bad. It's not all bad. Mojang's development is improving slightly, even if it seems to be slowing down even further, which is a bad sign, but oh well. Hi Makash, I need shelves and build battle. I mean, they could do that if they have build battle on the latest versions only. They could do that. I guess it's one of those things where it's like, I mean, actually, the thing is, they could just do that in plugin code, so that even if you're on 1.8, you can still have that kind of feature instead of using shelves. Or they could do it that way. They could just add in shelves and make it so, oh no, you need to be on the latest version now. Either way. The copper golem is a start. Yeah, I don't know. If they make it so that copper bulbs are... I think that that's the thing. I think copper bulbs, there was a chance where it could have gotten reverted. Not now. It's too long since the change for them to actually change it back. It's like whatchamacallit, sticky pistons dropping their block. They wouldn't change that now. Even if actually no, if people wanted it, they probably would, but you know, it's you know, once something's set in stone, it's harder to change. Until Prop 5 says amateur. Eh? What do you mean? Copper Golem's a start, I suppose. Actually, I already read that one, didn't I? Ah, well. They did something recently in the snapshots. What was it? Let's see. Snapshot news, I generally go for sliced lime. Sliced lime is pretty good for that. Like, I'll generally have a video for every single version of Java. Actually, and Bedrock as well, I think. So it's kind of nice. Oh yeah, they added a whole bunch of different copper blocks. Like copper chains and things. Is that copper railing as well? And copper lanterns. See, that's good for builders. I would have guessed. Builders would probably like that quite a bit. But it's not particularly impactful gameplay-wise, I don't think. It's a very builders-centric update. There was a way to get protection 5 on survival. Really? What update was that? I need that. Imagine it's like what? Imagine it's a version between my survival and the current latest version, and I can actually get protection 5. That would be crazy. There's a video on it, but it's a tedious process. Ah, it's interesting. I don't know how protection 5 would be tedious to get. But fair enough. You used to look at Minecraft and the updates quite a lot. They used to just be more interesting things in those updates. And now it doesn't seem to be the same interesting things in updates nowadays. Like I'm scrolling through Slice Lime's videos and looking at the different snapshots and versions. Like the locator bar, it's very, is that big gameplay wise. Craftable saddles. Oh yeah, what was the crafting recipe they made for saddles? Because I made my own crafting recipe for saddles in data packs. Oh yeah, they did 1 iron and 3 leather. Where I thought the obvious one would be 3 leather in a row, and then iron nuggets in the bottom left and bottom right. How is that not the most obvious crafting recipe ever? Iron nuggets make perfect sense, of course. Because those little iron nuggets can be the things that you put your feet in. It just makes sense. Yeah, vanilla is fun. I should maybe get back into it. Making farms and stuff. Treating it like Factoria, like usual. Maybe I can do some vanilla streams as well. I can work on that Guardian farm that I've been putting off for ages. Well, I might actually do that. I might actually do the whole vanilla thing. Because I was sort of... It's not that I had run out of something to do while waiting for something. It's not like I'm waiting for anything either. I just... Because I don't know. I don't know with my projects how I'm... Because generally I can notice how I'm procrastinating on something. With certain things, it's like, okay, why am I procrastinating switching browser? What is the issue there? And I mean, generally, obviously, it's always convenience, but I know why Linux is being procrastinated because it's behind Raft, because I can't do Raft on Linux. Well, I mean, I can, but not modded Raft. And I need modded Raft so that my Raft doesn't run at 10 FPS. Because I need to make that uh, I need to make that tour of my Raft. So the Raft project is holding up the Linux one. I don't think there's really anything holding up me switching browsers from Chrome to Brave. Um, Actually, what other projects do I have? The RAM thing is gonna probably be finished soon because when I get my RAM, you just put it in and it's done. So RAM, Raft, browser, Linux. Damn, that's actually the big four. It's interesting. Oh, those big four that I need to actually just finish them because they're actually realistically they're done. It's just they're not fully completed. It's like 90% done on every single one of them, kind of. It's just there's something that's a little bit more difficult than I want that's holding them up. And I guess maybe that is representative of the true nature of procrastination. Is there's like a difficulty there. You know, there's something that you don't want to do. But why don't you want to do it? You need to just like you need to lock in and do it, basically. There's like some pain point there. There's some reason why you're not doing the thing. Maybe that's just all what procrastination is. Some block that, for some reason, you can't get past it. Or you just don't want to deal with it, so you do something else. Well, that's the nature of procrastination. And we can deal with it next time on Makash Mine's Timite for 2 hours. Actually, when is the how long have I been streaming? I've been streaming exactly 2 hours. Now I'm not gonna necessarily say, oh, I need to stream for exactly 2 hours. But I do need to eat dinner at some point, so that might have to that might have to be a thing. Might have to go and eat dinner. I'll start worrying about my procrastination tomorrow. Me for real, for real. Facts. I'll procrastinate on my procrastination with my other procrastination. That is also being procrastinated. I'll just procrastinate with something else in the meantime, though. I'll do it later. I'll do it later. I'll do it later. Yeah. I think maybe next stream I'll do foraging then. Because I probably should have done foraging this stream, I just remembered last stream I was doing Timite mining, so I was like, ah, that's what I'm doing. That's my stream thing. My stream grind. But I guess next time I'll do foraging. In which case, what do I do? Do I do fig or do I do mangrove? Or do I do something else entirely? Because actually, yeah, that is something that had changed since I last streamed. They added in like different brackets for foraging. Because it used to be you just immediately get to the latest bracket in like 5 seconds. Nowadays it's a little bit more difficult. And then there's like a special bracket that you get in that gives you shit tons of resources, I'm guessing. Um, Actually, no, this is a good time for me to be streaming. Has anyone got special or in the special bracket in the chat? If so, can you tell me what tell me what the resources that you get are in the special bracket? Because I do want to know. What foraging level am I? I am foraging 46? Yeah, I'm foraging 46. I thought I was foraging 44 or something. 46, that's not bad. Holy, I'm at a 46.8 skill average. My skill average rocketing up because of foraging. Or at least it would rocket up if I actually did it more. I think hunting only goes to 25, but then maybe it's one of those things where you get to 25 and it's like, oh, you've got another 50 levels. Well, you've got another 25. In total, 50. Social still 68th. Maybe I should let someone pass me. Return to glory. So no one, has anyone in chat gotten to special? That's actually quite a sad thing. I'm not like end game or late game. I haven't done foraging. Um, so I'm not end or late game in foraging. So I don't know what the special bracket in foraging gives. Special in what? Uh, Agatha contests. Don't know what it gives. That being said, I also don't remember what the uh, legendary one that I got all the time gave anyway, so I'd need context for that. Because it would be kind of interesting to know what amount of XP, I guess. Because if legendary was like 10,000 XP or 20,000 XP, or 5,000, one of them, or something like that. If it was a certain amount of XP for legendary and then like specials like 2x it or maybe 5, because there's legendary and mythic and divine maybe even. They added a lot more brackets into Agatha's contests. So it would be interesting actually. Maybe that would make foraging better when I go back to it next stream and actually try and get into the bracket above legendary. Maybe that's something for me to do on stream. Well, I think it'd be a good time to end stream here. I can go and make dinner. Don't think there's anything else for me to do here in skyblock. Don't suppose there's anything. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I can see anything to do here. Cheers, catch you next year. I will stream a little bit more frequently, I think. I'm not going to say that I'm going to stream more often as a definite, but what I can say is maybe I will stream a little bit more often. Maybe. I guess you'll find out tomorrow. Fucking hell. Well, what I was going to say is, I guess you can find out tomorrow. But yes, thank you all for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, follow on Twitch. It's only 6, man. Yeah, I need to end and go eat dinner. I eat dinner at 6. I could see what I have is you have lunch at 12 and then dinner at 6. Those are the times to eat, man. The optimal times. Well, optimal. I don't know, it's just generally the arbitrary times to eat lunch and dinner. Breakfast is when I wake up, which sometimes is actually past lunch. Sometimes I do be waking up at like 1, 1 p.m. Actually, I've been a lot better at sleep, to be fair. I remember when it was bad and I was like sleeping at 6 a.m. Those were bad times. I'm much better now. Much better as in like 2 or 3. So anyway, thank you all for watching. Remember to like, subscribe, follow, and bye. Follow on Twitch, and I shall see you in the next one. I don't know when I'll next stream, but yeah, goodbye.